Well, hello there, Libra. It is so good to see you again. I'm Mary Sue, and I'm so grateful that you're here. Today, we are going to be doing your weekly tarot reading. This is good for the week of September 19th through the 25th. So we'll take a look at the overall energies with the oracle cards, and then we'll move to the tarot for more details. And if you're enjoying the content that I create or resonating with the message, I'd really appreciate it if you would consider commenting, or subscribing. I really do appreciate all of your support. Okay, so let's get into your reading. Let's see what we have coming up this week for you. You know, Libra, we do have the equinox coming up on the 22nd, so that'll be this week. We're also in a Mercury retrograde, so we have a lot of energies out there. Let's see how they're going to play out for you. Swan Spirit, time for a deep dive. Okay, so that's usually about going deep within a emotional situation. And fellow travelers, support is all around you. Okay, so let's go to the tarot, but there's a little bit of a sense, especially with that retrograde energy. And, you know, coming into the end of a season with the equinox, it's almost as if, I feel like, you know, there's some emotional play. Let's put that. Okay. I'm not saying that you're necessarily going to hear from somebody from the past, but it's almost as if the energy of a situation or relationship from the past is coming up, and it's kind of like you may reach out to your friends or to your family and just say, you know, I just need a little emotional support this week, you know, or it could be, we're getting ready for your season. Could be stepping into that, getting close to your birthday and feeling, okay, you know, it's kind of like we do like a yearly review. Have I accomplished what I wanted to accomplish this last year? You know, it's a little bit of this energy of just reaching out, perhaps, to friends and family, you know, just wanting, hey, you want to, you know, you don't even have to tell them what is going on, but it could just be, you know, hey, can we get together or something like that? You know, it's almost like a sense of wanting a little bit cheering up. Okay, so interesting. We have a Hierophant and family. You know, marriage, wedding. I really feel like there's almost like a deep dive about family, marriage, maybe long-term committed relationship, ideals, values around family. It's almost as if that energy is really coming up really strongly for you this week. Taking a look at relationships that may have been significant in your life at one time and maybe are not right now, and you're kind of like going back and reviewing this relationship. And it doesn't mean that you're no longer speaking to these people, although maybe you aren't, but it's almost as if you're reviewing that relationship, the lessons, what has occurred in that, and looking at your emotions about that one more time, you know? And I feel like when we come into those energies, sometimes it's because we're gaining more wisdom. We're going back over something that maybe you thought you had closed out in the past, but you have ascended, you have more wisdom. So when you come back around to this energy one more time, it's almost as if you're seeing it in a different perspective, okay? Because you have more wisdom. And then you can glean more wisdom and understanding by reviewing it one more time. Because we have the loving woman and the Five of Wands, you know. The loving woman to me is very much like the Empress energy. So this could be, for some of you, it could be a motherly energy. It could also be you are a mother, okay? It's also the energy of, you know, a divine counterpart, true soulmate. But there's, you know, with the Five of Wands, there's some kind of conflict. There's, Page of Cups on the bottom. Almost a sense of wanting to... Okay, everything's fine. Sorry about that. Wow. It's just something... Wow, that's kind of interesting. Poor Maggie. She's like, what's going on? You know, okay, so we're talking about this conflict, and then that happened. There is almost this energy. I feel as if, you know, it comes in suddenly. It happens, maybe out of the blue. And once again, it does not mean that you're actually having a conversation with this person or these people. I feel like these energies, you know, these thoughts come in very quickly. And you're kind of like, okay, wait a minute. Where's that coming from? I thought that I had, you know, ooh, wow, 5 of Wands again on the bottom, you know. Wow. Whew. Okay, Libra. 3 of Pentacles on the bottom. You have the 9 and 10 of Cups and the 8 of Pentacles. Somebody, I feel, here, okay, there is conflict. There is, you know, strife. There is, you know, just disagreements, okay? Perhaps in a family situation or perhaps in a romantic relationship. But there's this sense of, wait a minute, there's a lot of love here. Can't we work on this? Now, this could be you having these feelings. It could be somebody else coming in. We have the Page of Cups on the bottom, so it could be somebody coming in with this. Yeah, once again, oh my goodness, wanting to put time and energy, effort into having something work and move on to, you know, a second chapter, a second possibility with this person or this situation. Remember, this could be a long-term friendship. It could be, you know, a family situation. But there's kind of like, I feel like something is not working at this moment. Okay. And you suddenly, I feel, suddenly get this almost like inspiration to work on this. Like you're understanding, well, wait a minute. Why? It's okay. It's kind of like the swan is trying to swim away and then suddenly realizing, wait a minute, why am I trying to move away from this person or this situation? These people that are in your life are fellow travelers. You're understanding, now wait a minute. It does not mean if it's a romantic connection that you are necessarily reuniting, although you may be. It's really the situation of, can't we work this out with the 3 of Pentacles? Can't we come to some type of compromise? Can't we agree on how to move forward? After maybe a long time of waiting, the 4 of Wands comes in, right? This energy of, wait a minute, this is something that can't we have a happy family, happy home type of situation here? Because your obstacle for this week, and this is what you're overcoming. Look at, we have the Page of Cups again. You know, dark thoughts. You know, the Page of Cups is an apology, you know, forgiveness, compassion. You may, you know, there's 2 situations. Perhaps you've hurt somebody else's feelings and you're kind of wondering, can I possibly, you know, apologize to this person and will they forgive me, right? Or switch it around, right? This person has hurt me, you know, is there any possibility for us to have forgiveness in this situation? Could you ever forgive this person? You know, Queen of Swords, seeing clearly what it is that you want in the situation and then moving forward in that direction. Hierophant, Hermit, 5 of Swords, 7 of Wands, 9 of Wands, 10 of Wands. It's been a long, difficult journey that had a difficult ending, you know. Yeah, 5 of Wands again. Libra, I send you a lot of love and hugs because this situation has been very painful for you. And yet at the same time, there's so much love in this situation, right? So it's really difficult to move on from a situation like this. You have the Hierophant. You have the Hermit. You could be perhaps, you know, alone at this time. or feeling alone, feeling as if nobody is on your side, right? With the fellow travelers card, I feel like you may feel like nobody is on your side in a certain situation. This is with the dark thoughts. You might be spending a lot of time by yourself thinking about this situation. It's the Hierophant is about having faith that this can be healed, that, forgiveness and compassion can be brought back into this connection. With the Five of Swords, understanding that perhaps in the past, there was conflict, but it was based on people being hurt and then taking actions out of that pain instead of taking actions based on love for this situation, right? So I feel like there's more than one person here, okay? More than two people, I should say. But it's as if some person did something that maybe they did out of their own, wanting something for themselves, right? Okay? Not really considering other people, let's put it that way. And then, there was a lot of conflict, taking sides or, anguish about what to do about this situation, right? And it's almost as if, you or somebody in the situation is looking at this little fish and saying, can we just get along? Can't we focus on the love in the situation instead of all of the conflict that has gone on? It's almost as if the situation has gotten blown so out of proportion because there is so much love in the situation. You have the 9 and the 10 of Cups. There's so much love here. So let's take a look at your advice. You have the Teacher and the Queen of Pentacles. Interesting because, we have the loving woman here, and the loving woman is that divine feminine type of energy. Empress can be the Queen of Pentacles. The Queen of Pentacles is, kind of like the motherly energy. Once again, coming in, somebody that's responsible, somebody that is kind of the home and hearth, very nurturing to the people in their life. I feel like the divine feminine in this situation is kind of the teacher, perhaps. It could be that, and it can be flipped. It doesn't, but somebody in the situation has always held faith that this could come back around. There's almost a sense that, if this is you, if you're resonating with the person maybe that has had the faith that the family can come back together, the Hierophant, okay, that this situation can be healed in some capacity, okay? Oh my gosh. Yeah, somebody from the past. Wow. Wanting, really with the Queen of Wands, almost wanting something fresh in this situation. We have the Four of Wands, twin flame energy, but it's not necessarily for me, a twin flame energy here. It's really the happy family, happy home. You have it twice, this energy of celebrating, of bringing people back together, of getting on top of the emotions, right? King of Cups. I feel like in the past, situations happened and then people got very emotional because there's so much love in this situation. People got so emotional, okay? And it was kind of like, that's why there was so much conflict, because people were hurting. Okay. And I believe you were hurting too, Libra, but maybe part of this is understanding that there are other people in this situation, even though their actions may not have shown it at the time, that the other people were also hurting. So the actions of other people, the reactions of other people, okay, even when they did painful things, perhaps towards you. Okay, it was all because they weren't on top of their emotions. They were allowing their emotions to drive their actions. And when we're in that type of energy, that's when we go into battle. It's kind of like trying to protect ourselves, trying to protect our ego, our heart, going into battle and saying, whoa, wait a minute, and doing things perhaps that we don't really mean to do at the time, because we are hurting. So whether you did some things out of pain or other people did things out of pain, it's once again, wait a minute, can we get back to what we love about each other? A sense of, there's a lot of long-term committed energy here with the Ten of Pentacles. Can we bring this back together and get it to last? Yeah, it's, I feel as if there's almost an energy here where, this Queen of Pentacles, whoever that may play out in this scenario, and I do feel like we all have divine feminine and masculine, but the divine feminine energy here is the teacher, kind of holding faith, having the fire, what they're saying is having the fire lit in like the chimney, right? Like in an old fashioned kind of like maybe even log cabin type of home, like a pioneer type of energy where, the Queen of Pentacles has never allowed, wow, this is really kind of intense. I feel like whoever this Queen of Pentacles is has never allowed the fire to go out. She has worked behind the scenes to keep the fire going. But there's almost a sense here that I think she's about to give up. It's almost as if Spirit is coming in and telling the other people in this situation, she doesn't have the energy, that much more energy to keep on going. She's losing the faith because the Hierophant keeps coming up. So in some instances, I think, Libra, you may not be the Queen of Pentacles. If you're not the Queen of Pentacles, I feel like you are having this call to step up and be the one that says, well, wait a minute, can we work this out? Because you understand whoever this is about to walk away, is giving up. Okay, it's almost like a changing of the guards. Oh, really interesting. With Queen Elizabeth, kind of almost like a changing of the guards. Somebody else is going to have to take care of the fire for a while, unless everybody is willing to put in here. Yeah, I feel like somebody's ready to walk away and somebody else may have to step up. If you are the one that's about ready to walk away, I have a sense that somebody else is maybe going to step up and take your place for a while, keeping that fire going. It's really a strong energy, and the fire is just representing, kind of like the hermit's lantern, keeping, I love to do a camping, and when you camp, it's kind of like you try to have the fire stay lit all night for warmth and security and light. And I feel like, keeping the fire stoked, that this can come back together. All right, what expectations do I have that are impossible to meet? The expectations we have are mostly delusional and impossible to meet. We then experience disappointment with ourselves or with a relationship when they are not met. It's time to dissolve our expectations and replace them with gratitude. Yeah, I feel like it's a kind of time, maybe not just for you. I think this is a group thing, but for everyone to put down their swords, right? And to pick up their cups of love. It's kind of like there could be expectations within the group that certain things have to happen for this to come back. So-and-so has to say this to me, or, whatever. It's kind of like, okay, can we just all put our swords down? and give each other a hug. And so I feel, I feel like this is a really good time for this to heal, especially now that we're coming into Libra season, right? There's this sense that this can be healed if somebody is willing to kind of like keep that fire lit. It's really close to coming back together. Wow, Libra, I'm going to leave it there. I'd love to hear in the comments how this might resonate with you. I do personal readings, so if you're interested, the link is in the description box below. I'd really be honored to do a reading for you. And I wish you so much love and light during this week and always. And I hope to see you again really soon. Bye for now.